thought I'd get a more animated reaction than that.
Oh, well, I didn't really, think that you were...
Oh, can I hear someone...
Surprise.
What are you doing here?
Who? What?
She.
Who? She. Oh, Lisa. Lisa. Yes. Well, Judge, she's just treating herself to a little vacation.
My money.
No.
You think you own all of Oakdale, don't you? Oh, but no, you don't, Lucy, dear. This is New York City. We call this the Big Apple.
Yes, but I'm paying for this little corner of the Big Apple. I want an explanation, Earl, and I want it fast.
No. Ladies, look. Lisa and I are going for a carriage ride in Central Park. Now, wouldn't you like to come along with us?
Certainly would not.
Oh, thank goodness for that. I mean, one horse is all I can manage at a time.
Unless you're picking up the tab, Earl. Get rid of her.
Just relax. Please, just relax about the whole thing. I'm leaving first thing in the morning. I'm taking a plane. I want to be home, and Kim has to go on trial. You know, that's tomorrow.
What do you mean, tomorrow?
What's the matter? Didn't
Tomorrow?
you? Yes, it's tomorrow. Didn't you read about that in your old rag sheet in your newspaper? Don't you read your own...
Where is your telephone?
It's right over there.
Oh, I wouldn't read it either.
Hello, it's Mrs. Walsh. Get me Marlowe at the city desk. Fast.
Iva, hi, it's Lily.
Well, hi, are you calling from New York?
Yes, we just checked into our hotel. My mother's already off on business. She went upstairs to surprise Mr. Mitchell.
Oh, well, I'm sure she'll be back, and you guys will go out and have a wonderful time tonight.
If nothing more important comes up.
Come on, Lily, give her a chance.
I wish I was in New York. Iva, look, I was just thinking about that conversation we had last night. And when I asked you if I could come out to the farm instead of coming to New York.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, did I do something... Did I do something to make you upset with me?
Well, no. No, of course not. I thought you should be spending some more time with your mother, that's all.
Are you sure that's all it was?
Oh, yes, of course. And then when summer vacation comes, you can spend as much time as you want out here.
Thank you, Iva. I feel so much better. Can I talk to her?
Lily, Meg would like to speak to you for a minute. Listen, you have a good time now, and I'll talk to you when you get back.
Thanks, I'll try.
Hi, Lily. How's New York? What's the view like outside your hotel window?
I don't know, Meg. I didn't look yet.
Oh. Well, you know what? I'm really glad about that talk we had the other day. I really miss you already.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Dusty. Hey, Holden.
Did I hear Dusty?
Yeah. What a surprise.
Can I talk to him?
Yeah, sure. Dusty, it's Lily from New York.
Yes. Hi, Lily. It's Dusty. How's New York?
How did you get Dusty out
Never
here?
mind. He's here, isn't he? The rest is up to you. That's all.
Wait a minute. Tom, there's something that I have to tell both of you.
You guys, you're never going to believe what happened. After my session with Dr. Michaels, I remember part of what I'd blocked out. I have the answer that we didn't find in Colorado, and I know it's going to help in your defense of Kim.
Well, that's great. What do you remember, Franny?
The first part of my struggle with Doug.
The first part?
He had pulled me down on the bed, and I managed to get away from him.
And then?
I was near the head of the bed, and I saw the crystal cylinder.
Where?
It was on the bed. Doug caught me. I pretended to give in to him, to put him off his guard, and I picked up the cylinder, and I tried to defend myself, but he blocked my arm, and the cylinder tore the curtains.
You're absolutely sure that's how...
Yes, I remember it. Kim remembered how the blood got there, and now I remembered how the other curtain was slashed.
Well, that's it. That's what you needed, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I may be able to put you on the stand of Lo Hobson's case right out of the water.
You bet you will.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Puritan oil. More than cholesterol-free, Puritan is low in saturated fats. And by Lemon Fresh Joy. One little squirt puts the squeeze on dirt.
When my husband decided to cut down on saturated fat and cholesterol for his health, I made some changes in our diet. One was to remove the fat from chicken. Another was to use Puritan oil. It has less saturated fat than corn oil and most vegetable oils. Look, when frozen, the leading vegetable oil hardens and traps the tomato. It has more saturated and other fats. Puritan lets the tomato fall. It has less of these fats. Puritan's great for preparing a diet low in saturated fat and cholesterol to help reduce serum cholesterol. And that may help lower my family's risk of heart disease. Try cholesterol-free Puritan with less saturated fat than most leading oils. I think it's important to cut down on saturated fat. Don't you?
Caramba, what a mess.
Mexican meatloaf.
Ole?
I need help.
So why's that lemon liquid here?
Got a better idea?
Undoubtedly. My Lemon Fresh Joy. One little squirt puts the toughest squeeze on dirt. Look, on tough foods like this, Joy cleans better than your lemon liquid.
My brand couldn't cut the dirt.
Joy left its dish shining.
Nice shine.
Uh-huh. Wow, great looking table. Lemon Fresh Joy. One little squirt puts the toughest squeeze on dirt.
I don't use fabric softener anymore. Thanks to Bold 3 detergent with built-in fabric softener. Sounds great, but I use liquids. I get cleaning, softening, and static control all in one box.
Why don't they bottle it?
Who needs separate products?
I wish they'd bottle it.
We heard you, and we bottled it. Introducing Liquid Bold 3, a stain-fighting detergent and full-strength fabric softener specially formulated to work together for
Cleaning so good.
It got out that gravy stain. They bottled it.
Softening so good.
Towels feel and smell terrific. They bottled it.
Static control so good.
Socks don't stick. They bottled it.
Bold 3 Detergent Plus Fabric Softener. So good, we bottled it.
Lily, did you at least have a nice flight?
Meg, I need some help with the dishes.
I'm sure you're going to have a great time there.
So far, it's no different than home. My mother's already disappeared to set up with some business meetings with Mr. Mitchell. So what are you doing out at the Snyder farm?
Well, what happened was I went down to the stables to exercise Big Max, and Holden and I got to talking about my days on the rodeo circuit, and I guess I lost track of time, and I drove him out here because he didn't want to miss supper.
Dusty, tell Lily that Janie Cobb came by and said to say hi.
Oh. Lily, did you hear that?
Yes, I heard that. Did you meet her?
No, but Holden showed me a picture of her. Very nice-looking girl.
If you go for that type.
Well, this isn't right. I'm hogging up the phone. Okay, could you call me after school tomorrow so I could take a break from the books, maybe?
Can I call you tonight?
Won't you guys be out?
I guess so, if my mother ever gets back. I am stuck here in the hotel room. I'm starving to death. I wish I was out there with you guys.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay, Lily? Try and have a nice time.
Okay. Bye.
Oh, hi, everyone. Oh,
Hey, Mama.
the store was so crowded. Hi, Dusty.
Anna, how are you?
Didn't Lily sound excited about being in the Big Apple?
No, she didn't. She was pretty down about it, man.
Well, maybe she was putting that on so you wouldn't be jealous, because you sounded all excited with me.
Lily doesn't say anything that she doesn't feel. Dusty, what brings you out here? Nice to see you.
Thanks. Well, I drove Holden home, but I really have to get going, okay? Thanks very much.
Mama, maybe we ought to ask Dusty if he wants to stay for dinner.
Yes, what a wonderful idea. Dusty, would you like to? There's plenty to go around. Yes?
It's not a thank you, really. I have a lot of studying to do, though.
Well, it's fried chicken and chocolate cake.
Fried shit, what am I, nuts?
I'm glad. Help set the table here.
Okay.
I should have been reached. Yes, on the jet. That's what of course I should. It's all right. You handled it well. Yeah. Go on with the human interest. Yeah, the pregnant wife, the mother. What? Will she give birth in a jail cell? Marlo, come on, that's going too
When
far.
that lady swings her sword, she cuts a mean swath, huh?
Yes, she does. Listen, I hope you're not going to let it upset you at all, this little surprise visit of hers. Please. Remember, she needs you more than you need her.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, of course it's true.
Look, you don't need imagination. You've got assorted sex murder.
You know, I've never had a paying job before. And this pay is excellent.
All right, now you just have to stand up to the old hag. She'll respect you for it.
I'm not
I tell you the truth, I am so tickled that she walked in here and found me here. I wish I'd walked through the door stark naked.
No, it was silly.
Well, was it just all fun and games, or did we get some work done?
Oh, yes, we did. Now, here is the proposed layout for the cover of Personality magazines. And this is going to be in the center with all the photographs, huh?
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd think it's very nice. You better like it. It's the only time you'll ever find yourself in the centerfold.
Look, this is just the beginning. Now, I tell you, look, I've been beating the drums like crazy. Everyone is so excited and so thrilled to know the secret real life of Lucinda Walsh. Believe me, everybody. Now, listen, let me get some notes out of the bedroom.
All right, Earl. I like this. I really do. Oh, Lisa. Lisa. I would have thought that you were too experienced to be found traipsing around in Marabou and Earl Mitchell's suite like that.
I haven't heard him complain.
Oh, he's got to be a great gentleman. You keep the lights out?
Actually, Earl is very romantic, and he seems to prefer candlelight. Lucinda, I hope that you don't take your feelings out that you have for me on him.
Oh, come on. Come on. You think I'm that petty?
Well, you certainly did that over Martin's death. You blamed it on Whit.
Oh, for heaven's sake, don't start on Martin Guest
come on
again.
now. I want to know just what are you so afraid of, and why have you been lying all these years, and just what was the real reason behind Martin Guest's suicide?
I tried to stab him. He blocked my arm, and the crystal blade slashed the curtain.
And then he forced you down on the bed and took the blade away from you.
Yes.
You sure that's exactly how it happened?
Yes. What's wrong?
Well, what about the crystal cylinder?
What about it?
Well, you said that before you fainted, you went to grab the cylinder and it was on the fire pit. Now, how did it get there?
Hello? Yes, he is. Just a minute, please. Sign your office, Greg Hadley.
All right, thanks. You just keep thinking about that, Franny.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah, Greg, what's up?
Tom, look, I hate to bother you. I know you're up to your neck with Kim's case, but Ambrose Bingham just called again, and he's insisting that we meet and discuss your divorce from Margot.
Look, why don't you just tell Ambrose Bingham to take his divorce papers and put them...
Hello? Hi, Nancy said you were on here.
If you've been waking up to high coffee prices, Folgers has a surprise for you.
Jane?
Morning. I've invited a few people for coffee.
A few?
Folgers' new special roast flaked is a very generous coffee.
Generous. Can we afford to be this generous?
Donald, special roast flaked costs less.
Sure, it's in a smaller can.
But I use less, so this smaller can makes a pound's worth of mountain-grown Folgers.
Mmm.
With that same rich flavor and incredible aroma.
Am I saving money?
Right.
Anybody need a refill?
Folgers' new special roast flaked, the generous coffee.
You people who brush with a gel are so stubborn. We've told you, more dentists and hygienists now brush with tartar control Crest to fight ugly tartar. Still, you stick with your gel. What'll it take to make you switch? A gel? Fine. Introducing Tartar Control Crest with fluoride in a new fresh mint gel. A minty, fresh, new way to fight cavities and tartar buildup between dental cleanings. With the dentist's choice for fighting tartar now in a gel, there's no reason to be stubborn anymore.
Zest fully clean.
Zest announces a whole new kind of clean.
Zest fully clean. You're not fully clean unless you're Zest fully clean.
Introducing new improved Zest deodorant bar. First it lathers you clean, then it rinses you cleaner.
Look at me. Do I look clean to you? Surprise! I'm not fully clean unless I'm zestfully clean. This is what happens with soap. soap leaves a sticky film on you that won't rinse away. But new Zest leaves no sticky film. It rinses you fully clean.
A whole new kind of clean.
Zest fully clean. Zest fully clean.
You're not fully clean unless you're Zest fully clean.
Greg, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. Well, just tell him we'll get back to him.
I just came to wish you good luck for
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I'll see you later.
Thank you. I hope you see real justice in action.
Well, we're sure of it now. Franny's remembered what she was blocking out.
What? Well, tell me, what is it?
Well, apparently, Franny was able to get away from Doug long enough to get the crystal cylinder. She took a swipe at him, and he blocked it, so she slashed the curtains.
That's wonderful. That's terrific. That's the missing piece of the puzzle that you've been praying for, isn't it? Yes. That's great news, but you said you found the cylinder on the bed. I thought you said that when you fainted, you were reaching for it on the pit.
We were just getting to that when you walked in. What did Doug do with the cylinder after he took it away from you?
Boy, I'm not sure. I don't remember that much.
Where's the drawing, the sketch?
Oh, it's over here.
There you go. Thanks, Dick. All right, you and Douglas were right about here, right?
Right.
Well, if you were struggling, he would have had to have probably been holding you with both hands.
Well, I guess. I don't know. He was pretty strong. He might have been using just one hand.
And he, what, pulled you down to the foot of the bed here?
He must have. That's where Kim found us. He must have dropped that. He must have dropped the cylinder on the fire pit during our struggle. That must have been what happened.
Franny, the cylinder is made of crystal. If he dropped it, it would have either bounced off or broken.
Margot's right. It would have had to have been placed there. But how if you were struggling?
Look, why don't you just tell Earl he should call me tomorrow? And I hope that he's going to be very prepared, and you will be very gone.
I will be very gone. I told you, I plan to take the first plane out of here. I want to be with Kim and with my son tomorrow.
Oh, that's touching.
You bet it's touching. My family means a lot to me, and that's something you would not understand, isn't it?
Huh?
Oh, yes. Oh, you who denied your own daughter. You didn't even deny that Sierra was your daughter.
Oh, come on.
Stop. Come on, don't you hit me with that. You touch me one more time, lady, and you're going to find yourself going home in a box. C.O.D.
C.O.D.?
Yes, and don't you turn away from me either. Your family doesn't mean anything to you, does it?
Oh, baby, that's not true.
Oh, yes, it is. Then why haven't you told Lily the truth? Sweet little Lily, why didn't you tell her the truth of her father's suicide?
I've never lied to Lily.
Oh, don't say that. She's going to find out, and I feel so sorry. One of these days, she's going to find out the truth and believe the truth.
You don't know what
I know
you're talking
exactly
about.
what I'm talking about. I have a very good lead from Craig Montgomery.
Craig doesn't know anything.
Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does. You see, it concerns a certain death that took place just before Martin died. And we think that maybe this has something to do with the reason why Martin committed suicide.
You're crazy.
Oh, no,
He's
I'm not.
crazy.
No,
Both of you.
No, and I have hired detectives. And when we get to the bottom of this, when we know the truth, you're going to be reading about it in the banner headlines in the Argus.
I want to show you the arbutus bench.
Nick, that was almost ready.
Mama!
Too late.
They have the most amazing wildflowers out back. They're just beautiful little pink flowers. I brought some to Mrs. Wash the other day.
Well, now, why would you do that? You hardly even know her.
Well, I do so know her, and she's been very nice to me. Why do you always question everything I say?
I think because most of the things you say don't make sense to me.
Either.
Mama!
Thank you.
Hi, Steve. I
came out here to drag Steve away from the side.
Oh, yeah? When you worked too hard.
Yeah, well, maybe, but I tell you, at least the longer daylight hours mean we're going to bring the job in a little closer to schedule.
Yeah.
Every day that you go over schedule must cost you about $3,000 to $4,000 in profit.
Yeah, how do you know?
Well, it's just a guess, based on union scales and size of your crew.
Well, you got one bright brother there.
Holden's full of surprises.
Maybe he's the one who should be going to Harvard instead of me.
Hey, and then you can use your rodeo training here on the farm.
Look, I don't mean to interrupt your mealtime here, but I just want to drop off the payroll checks. I've signed them, and everything else is all signed.
Okay, I'll get to them after supper. Why don't you stay for dinner tonight?
Yes,
No,
yes.
no.
Wonderful idea. We have chicken, chocolate cake.
Oh,
yes.
well,
chocolate cake.
with chocolate cake, you got it now. You want to stay?
As long as we have time to go over to Kim's later, it's all right with me.
All right.
May I use your phone?
Yes, please.
That's
right over
awfully
here.
kind.
Okay, I'm going to call Grandma
Thank
and
you.
check on Emily, see if she's heard from Emily.
Oh, yeah.
Who's Emily?
Emily's Betsy's half-sister. She ran away from home a couple weeks ago now.
Oh, my, her mother must be worried sick.
Well, actually, I think Betsy and her grandma are a little more worried than Susan. That's her mother.
I don't know. Some people just don't deserve to be called a mother.
Well, I think I'm going to take this into the other room.
All right.
I was pregnant when I ran away from Uncle Henry's farm.
It's the JCPenney $15 million Travel America luggage sale. Save 40 to 50% on a wide selection of luggage, like American Tourister for the American tourist. Get carried away with big savings on Samsonite. And for those who like to travel in style, save on designer luggage like Halston 3, Oleg Cassini, and Sasson. The $15 million Travel America luggage sale, a celebration of travel American style.
JCPenney, we got American style.
You know, soft cleansers are a great idea, except for one thing. They don't clean that well.
Introducing one that does. Now there's a new soft cleanser with cleaning power that's amazing. New Mr. Clean Soft Cleanser with an active formula that actually cuts through grease and grime on contact. So new Mr. Clean cleans better.
He safely cleans with lots of muscle and lets the shine come through.
You're quite a man.
The better cleaning soft cleanser. New from Mr. Clean.
If you're like most women, it would take a lot to convince you that one maxi pad is different from another. But this material will convince you. They call it dry weave, and it's the patented covering on Always maxi pads. Look, it's designed to give us a drier kind of protection that simply didn't exist before. You're going to wish dry weave had come along a lot sooner.
Always. The touch of protection no other maxi has. Now, inside specially marked packages of Always, free simulated pearl earrings.
Magnum discovers a secret plot.
Judge, quickly!
Could Higgins have turned traitor?
This man is an intruder in the camp.
And we'll have to shoot him. Saturday on Magnum.
Hands Across America, a nationwide effort to raise money for the hungry and homeless. Will its grasp exceed its reach? The story tonight on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Earl, I'm so sorry. I just did not feel like dancing after dinner tonight.
Apologies are not necessary, huh? You've got a lot on your mind.
Yes. I dread the thought of missing you when I go back to Oakdale.
Well, missing is going to be very mutual, I'm afraid.
You must promise me something.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let Lucinda Walsh walk all over you. She does that to people who work for her. Work for her. You know what I mean.
Don't worry
I do
about
worry.
that. Come on, let's have a little nightcap, hmm?
And, oh, look what you've done.
Uh-huh.
Oh, how wonderful. You think of everything. When did you do this?
Oh, when you were changing.
Oh, are you incredible?
Now, let's have a toast, okay?
All right. You propose it.
Here's to, Lucinda and her undying generosity. Hmm?
No, I'm not going to drink to that.
Oh.
No, I'm just going to enjoy the champagne. I'll enjoy you.
Okay. I'm glad we came home early tonight. I hate the idea of losing you tomorrow morning.
Losing me? Not really. I promised. Oh. Oh, come on, Earl.
Is my daughter Lily here?
What?
Have you seen my daughter Lily? Have either of you seen her?
What's happened?
Well, she's here in New York with me, and when we finished, I went upstairs, and I thought she was just out getting a magazine or something like that. I changed for dinner, I unpacked, and 2 hours went by. Well, I've checked with the doorman, I've checked with the desk, and nobody has seen the child. The child has just vanished.
No, please, just be
I
calm.
know
will you?
it's New York, and I know she knows New York, but I don't like the thought of her on the streets for 2 hours.
No, of course you don't. Did you call the police?
I called them, and they hung up.
What?
The first time, and they were exceedingly rude to me, and the gentleman there said that he thought she was probably seeing a movie, and it doesn't count anyway, and if you're missing only 2 hours, and I have not had a ransom call or anything like that, but I just think that you can get into an awful lot of trouble in 2 hours.
Of course. Lucinda, would you mind if I called my daughter-in-law, Margot? I know that she knows policemen here in New York, and maybe she can help push things along a little bit.
Would you do that for me?
Of course I would.
Yes. Thank you. Oh, please, don't. You must tell her there must be no publicity. That no one is to know that Lily is missing. She just has to be all right.
All right, Franny, look, just don't force yourself. Just allow it to come back to you, okay?
You're not completely satisfied with my explanation, are you?
I'll tell you something, Franny. It's a little difficult to understand how in the midst of a struggle, Douglas Cummings could find his way to the far end of the bed to lay down the crystal cylinder.
Margot, it's still so blurry.
And why wouldn't it be? When are you all going to stop? Don't you think that a jury will understand? It is your job to make them understand. We had been kidnapped. We were being held in the middle of nowhere by a madman who had killed 3 other people. For all we knew, he was going to kill us too. There were explosions going off every time Douglas touched the remote control. I thought Bob and Kevin had been killed. Franny thought Douglas was going to rape her. How the hell much more does it need to convince a jury that we... How much more does it take?
Honey, you're just getting yourself...
I mean it. Won't a jury understand that we can't explain every minute detail of that moment? Aren't they made up of human beings?
Yes, Kim, they are made up of
Oh, to
human beings.
hell with the
but they-
whole thing. I'm
All right,
sick
all
of it.
right.
I'm sick of it.
I'll take care.
I hate to say I was sort of waiting for that to happen. She's been so strong.
Yep. Greg, I think we should pick up Danny. Head home.
Okay. Franny, I'm sure what you said to Tom's gonna help.
I'll walk you guys out, okay?
Bye, you guys. Bye-bye.
I just hope that Franny can explain how the cylinder got on the pit before Hobson gets her on the stand and destroys her.
She made the whole thing up.
What?
To help Kim. It's too pat, it's too convenient, it's too incomplete. Oh, I have never felt this shaky going into court before in my life. Well, I know I won't get any sleep tonight. And good old Hobson is probably lying there dead to the world with a big, fat, smug smile on his face.
Hello, Mr. Hobson.
Well, good evening, Howard.
Big day tomorrow. What brings you here this hour?
I just like to walk a courtroom before an important trial begins, that's all.
I'll get the lights.
No,
for
that's
you.
all right, thank you.
Anything you say, sir.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have now heard all the evidence and all the conflicting testimony. I now feel certain you will return a verdict of guilty as charged of murder in the 2nd degree against the defendant Kim Hughes.
This jury finds Kimberly Hughes guilty of the charges against her.
Trainees, we're here to witness a giant step forward in men's underwear. New
with a new, wider waistband that keeps its comfortable fit, and a new, more densely knit T-shirt that shrinks less. New Hanes feels better because it fits better. Of course, they still don't say Hanes.
Until you say they say Hanes.
New Hanes feels better because it fits better.
Introducing a breakthrough in dryness. Revolutionary new Ultra Pampers. Revolutionary because only Ultra Pampers has a thin lock-away core. This core actually takes wetness and locks it away from baby's skin so effectively you can't even squeeze it out. So even when they're wet, they're dry. It's the newest member of the Pampers Blue Waist Shield family. Revolutionary new Ultra Pampers. Even when they're wet, they're dry. The driest ever.
If you're confident up north, raise your hand. If you're confident in Dixie, raise your hand. If you're sure from east to west, sure is one you love the best, raise your hand if you're sure.
From the bleachers to the Met, Sure goes on feeling dry, not wet, and helps keep you feeling dry and confident all day, anywhere.
Confident, dry and secure. Raise your hand if you're sure.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by Ultra Pampers. Even when they're wet, they're dry. And by Sure. You can raise your hand if you're sure, because Sure Antiperspirant helps keep you dry. We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
On Capitol.
Come with me. Let me show you who I really am.
You are in the middle of fighting a war. Nothing more can happen between us.
But danger is a powerful aphrodisiac when Sloane and her dashing prince find passion in the heat of the desert, in the heat of the day. This is CBS.
Because of the new low finance rates on new cars and trucks, we're up to our elbows in used vehicles at Scott Pussy Chevrolet. We have over 145 used cars and trucks to choose from. One of the largest selections in southwest Minnesota. At prices so low, you'd swear we'd give you the shirt off our back. You'll also find 98 new cars and trucks. Stop in today and take a new look around. Whether it's new or used you're looking for, you'll get the best deal at Scott Pussy Chevrolet in Redwood Falls. We make believers. Make us prove it to you.
If you love to paint every 2 to 3 years, use a bargain paint. However, if you want your hard work to last, use a superior quality paint, Sherburne Paint's Acryl Epoxy Latex. You'll actually use less paint because Sherburne Paint covers better and lasts longer on just about any surface. Sherburne Paint is locally manufactured, assuring you of factory freshness, and it comes in hundreds of interior and exterior colors. Sherburne Paint. You'll like it even more as the years go by. See the professionals at Sherburne Paint in Sherburne.
KEYCTV Mankato.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
What are you doing up so early? Can't you wait to get to school?
Oh, I can't wait till it's over for good.
Or bad, in your case.
Hey, thank you again for bringing Dusty by last night.
So how was your little driving lesson?
Not bad. Of course, he's still feeling all sorts of kinds of guilt about Lily. Oh, you should see the guilty expression he gets on his face every time I catch him looking at me.
Sounds like progress to me.
Mm-hmm. And with John making him study so hard, all I have to do is play the understanding friend.
Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful day to be working outside. We just finished in the barns, and now we're on our way out for the field.
Yeah. Well, don't you overdo it, you hear? I worry about you.
Well, don't you worry about me. I'm feeling much better, and I've never been happier in my life.
Good.
Morning.
Morning.
Hi, sweetheart. Did you have your breakfast?
No, I've got to finish these payroll checks for Steve. Thanks.
Have some milk.
Dusty's here. What's he doing here?
Why, it is Dusty.
Must have been some driving lesson last night.
You guys, something's happened to Lily. She called there. Has anybody heard from her?
No, what's happened?
Okay, John got a call from Miss Walsh last night. Said Lily's disappeared. That's all I know.
All right, well, we got to call Mrs. Walsh.
Yeah.
Have you got the number of the hotel?
I have it, but I just...
Well, then go over and call so we can find out what's going
All right,
on.
I know what to do.
Holden, be careful. You're looking at
Shut up. Nothing's funny about Miss Lily being missing in a big city like that. She's frightened enough of being alone as it is.
I never thought the day would come when I would feel sorry for Lucinda, but I do. I have never seen anyone look so frightened or terrified in my life.
Well, I'm sure that she's grateful that you called Margot.
I think it did some good. At least it shook up some of New York's finest, and Lucinda really doesn't. She's afraid of adverse publicity, isn't she?
Of course.
I wonder what ever happened to make Lily run away like that.
Hello? Oh, hi, darling. Yes, it's me. Dusty, has Lily got in touch with you? Oh. No. I haven't heard anything at all.
I must go. I don't want to miss my plane. All my luggage is down in the limo, and they're just waiting for me now. But thank you. Thank you for such a wonderful, wonderful time.
Well, I'm just sorry that we didn't get to have our quiet evening together as we planned, huh?
Oh, we'll more than make up for that.
Okay.
John did?
Will you give Kim my best?
Of course I will.
Oh. Well, why did you go out and... Why would you go and tell the Snyders? I asked John. I begged John not to tell anybody, and certainly not the Snyders.
Greg, you gotta get going. We gotta be in court in an hour.
Oh, I am wiped.
I'll take it from me. A cold shower will do wonders.
Well, I may not win our case, but at least it'll keep me up through the excitement.
Well, I am being optimistic about it. I think you should be, too. At least I don't have to deal with my wife's divorce lawyer.
Right.
Listen, thanks for all the help. I think this is the first all-nighter I've pulled since law school.
Me too. But after losing the Simply Barbara account for the office, it's the least I can do.
Look, I don't know why Barbara went with Ambrose Bingham, but it had nothing to do with you. See you in court. Yeah. Cold shower.
So, if the truth be told, I'm not much of a housekeeper. But I do have other qualities that make me a good wife, don't I? The lawyer and the cop. We are an unbeatable combination, Hughes. Tom, I know how much you want to start a family. So I am really grateful that you're not stonewalling this promotion and my chance to get into this training program. And I promise, I will make it up to you. When I get back from Washington, the first thing we'll do is concentrate on having that baby, okay? And we'll name it Thomas Christopher Hughes, Jr., even if it's a girl. Tom, I was knocking at... What's wrong?
I just thought I was dreaming.
You've been, up all night, haven't you?
Yep. Throwing the cards up, reshuffling them, and, never came up with a winning hand.
I came by to wish you good luck.
Gonna be there?
Would it help?
It's not gonna be my finest hour, but it would help a lot.
I might miss your opening statements. I've got to go pick up the results of some tests. What do you mean? It's not going to be your finest hour. What do you mean it's not going to be your finest hour?
Well, I...
Come on. You are the greatest lawyer any client could ever have. Do you realize that? So you're going to go and you're going to win. Okay? Win.
I love coffee, I love me. I love my Sanka, 'cause it loves me. Sanka and me, I'm glad I'm getting free. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup.
Smooth, satisfying Sanka brand decaffeinated coffee. You can drink it all day long and feel good about it.
Oh, my Sanka loves me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Sanka and me. Oh, boy!
Log Cabin Light is lickety thick. It's got 1/3 less sugar in every lickety lick.
Log Cabin Light pours on thicker than the other leading brands.
It's lickety thick.
How do you make Arnold's oranges outstanding, Susan's strawberries stupendous, and Adam's apples even more appealing? With a box of Jell-O brand gelatin and a look in here. Now, how do you like them apples? Jell-O gelatin. We've got fruit appeal.
LaChoy Kung Fu Theater. LaChoy for dinner?
Yes, America's favorite brand of Oriental food.
Mine too. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Yes, haha, good. Intruders? Not while I'm eating LaChoy.
By the way, I invited the neighbors to dinner.
Then cook more LaChoy. I think they've worked up an appetite.
LaChoy, America's favorite.
Will you throw away the winning number for the very next super prize I will award? $10 million from American Family.
I didn't throw away my entry, and you awarded me millions.
We weren't too busy to enter.
We won millions, too. Thanks
for the millions, American Family.
Now, if you'd like to be the next winner, American Family makes very, very rich. Watch your mail and return your exclusive prize numbers at once. Your entry may already be worth $10 million. All for you.
Yeah? Bets, hi, darling. What are you doing here so early?
I wanted to see you before you... I can't believe any of this is happening. I'm sorry. Last thing you need is somebody getting emotional around you. God.
For heaven's sakes, that's okay, little pal. I kind of lost it myself last night, didn't I? Certainly have to apologize to Tom for that.
No, you don't. Tom understands. You know that.
Well, I have to admit, I felt better after I'd let the whole thing out.
Listen, do you want me there? I could talk to Craig. I'm sure there's no problem.
No, I don't. I want you, I want Nancy, everybody, just to go on with your life just as usual. And that is the best thing you can do for me until this stupid nightmare is over with, okay?
Well, if you change your mind, just let me know.
No,
I'll be there.
I'm not going to change my mind.
Honey, time for us to leave for the hospital.
All right, sweetheart.
Good morning, Betsy.
Good morning, Bob. Hospital, why?
Oh, I just have to go see Dr. Chapin before I go to court, and hopefully Dr. Samuels.
Audrey, too? I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, just wanted to check in with me before I go to court.
Oh, okay. Well, shall we?
Hi.
Oh, good morning.
How are you? Good morning. I was excused from my law classes, and I wanted to come down and support you at the trial.
Heather, did Franny tell you that she remembered what she'd been blocking out about Doug Cummings' death?
No.
It's going to make a big difference in court. Honey, we should go.
Oh, all right.
Bye, everyone.
Listen, sweetheart, I'll see you.
I've got to get to work.
Yes. Honey, listen, Franny, that's really wonderful that you remember everything about Douglas's death. Why didn't you tell me?
Well, it's still not all so clear.
Is that why you asked me that question about giving testimony that you weren't certain was absolutely the truth?
Honey, let's go. We'll be late.
I'm sorry. I forgot my bag.
Meg, you don't understand. The last time Lily ran away, she was practically raped.
What happened?
Well, that didn't happen because Craig was there to save her. But now she's in New York. Craig's not there. I'm not there. Nobody's with her.
Meg, what are you doing? Your bus is, your school bus will be ready in a minute. Now, just because Lily is missing, it doesn't mean that you're going to stay home from school.
What are you going to do?
I'm certainly not going to go to school.
Well, I can't go either. Not with my best friend missing.
No, Miss
Mama.
Sweet Pea, you are going to school, and that's final.
I'll take her to school.
Well,
Dusty,
all right.
I heard about Lily. I'm real sorry.
Has there been any word yet, Dusty?
No, there hasn't. I still don't understand why Miss Walsh acted like that when I told her I was going to come out here looking for Lily. It was like she didn't want anybody else to hear she was missing.
Oh, where's Ava?
She's still out in the parlor. She went out there as soon as she heard.
She's very worried. We're all very worried. I don't know.
Well, she and Lily are pretty close.
Yes, they are.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, I heard about Lily. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Here are the payroll checks.
Great, thanks. You notice anything different?
Oh,
Hands A-okay. Stop by the hospital.
yeah, I'm glad. Listen, would you mind if I came in a little late today?
Oh, okay. Sure. All right. Hello. Yes, sir. He's here.
Yes, Dr. Betsy. Great. Hello, John. Yeah. Well, I'm probably going to be a little late today, or maybe I'll just cut class altogether.
Like that, because I don't think you could possibly.
John, look, I don't need to hear the grief from you, okay? How do you expect me to concentrate on school? I don't know where Lily is. Forget Harvard. Who cares about Harvard? I'm sick of it. The hell with Harvard.
Good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Audrey.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
That's all right. I'm just grateful that you were able to squeeze me in.
How are you feeling?
Nervous, frightened. I know that's not good for the baby. Kim, I want to be very clear about this.
Now, you had complications in the very beginning of your pregnancy. So if anything happens while you're in court, if you experience any pains at all, tell your lawyer to get the bailiff to call me. Have Tom Hughes demand a recess if necessary. Now, the judge is a woman, isn't she?
Yes.
Well, then she should understand. Kim, this is no time to play the stoic. Is there something wrong now?
Oh, I've been having pains on and off all night long, and I'm still kind of uncomfortable. I haven't said anything to anybody about it because I just think I'm terrified, Audrey. I am just terrified.
I'm the first to leave my bed. Gotta get 'em dressed and fed. Give 'em all a little peck and some citrus hill select. And their day gets going and their juices get flowing with the day supply of vitamin C. When the juice is from the heart, it's a healthy way to start. Citrus hill select gets your juices flowing. Citrus hill select gets your juices flowing.
What a mess. My daughter left a lipstick in her pocket, and before I even noticed, I washed it. I had to try something, so I grabbed Liquid Tide. Guess what? Not one mark of the lipstick remained. Thanks, Mrs. Judy Davis.
Can your liquid get out melted lipstick? Liquid Tide did. You'll be surprised at the things Liquid Tide gets out. Surprise yourself.
You want to join this sorority?
Start washing.
This is cold bacon grease. I'll be here till I graduate. Not if you're smart. We use Dawn. Look, Dawn scatters grease, flips it away, helps keep it away.
Looking good.
You forgot to wash this. After all those greasy dishes? Uh-huh. This looks as clean as the first, and my hands don't feel greasy. Great! Now you can do the laundry. Dawn takes grease out of your way.
My mouthwash has to have that strong medicine taste before I know that it's working and it's killing those germs.
Then we showed Lisa Zimmerman how Scope with T25 kills just as many germs as her medicine-y mouthwash. Was she convinced?
I'd have to at least try it. My boyfriend noticed a difference. He never did like that medicine-y mouthwash. Scope kills germs, and I have mouthwash that tastes good, and that I like to use.
Antiseptic Scope leaves your breath minty fresh, not medicine-y.
I wish you'd stop twiddling with that tea bag.
All right. It's ready. It mustn't be too strong. You know, there are Indian tribes that use different herbal teas for every kind of ailment, from pregnancy to a sore tooth.
Where's my ailment? Someplace in between, huh? I'm sorry. I'm very sorry that I snapped at you.
Look, you're just frightened. Now, I'm sure that we are going to get word from the police that Lily is safe and sound.
Do you think the police are really doing things? I mean, checking the airports and the bus terminals? And...
They're checking everywhere. Everything that can be done is being done.
Oh, I just hate waiting. I hate waiting. It's like dying. It makes me feel helpless.
But just have some more tea and relax, huh?
All right. By the way, I'm very sorry for the very rude way that I acted last night with you and Lisa.
Never mind about that. I mean, the important thing now is that we've got to find Lily.
See, I don't know why she ran away from me.
What did she ever give you any hint or any clue in her behavior?
Well, no. I mean, not really. I mean, I knew she didn't want to come here.
Oh, she's all right. I mean, she's a big girl.
No, she's not a big girl. She's a little girl. She's a little lost girl. Hello? Oh, Ambrose, Dawn. Hang on just a minute, will you? Could you get us a newspaper?
Other people's problems. It's very distracting.
Yeah. Thank you for returning my call so promptly. Yes, thank you. No, I haven't had any word. No, the police are... Well, I don't know what they're doing. They don't consider this to be a serious thing until more time has gone by. No, nothing bad. If it were bad, we'd know. Ambrose, I am sitting here absolutely terrified. Just unreasonably. I'm just terrified. Because I thought that she would call or she would come back on her own and it's 11 o'clock. I don't know why she did it. But I called you because I have to know. Yeah, Dustin Donovan went out to the Snyder farm and he told the Snyders that Lily is missing. Now, does that give that awful woman the kind of ammunition she needs to take Lily away from me? Does it?
Oh, trial's about to start any minute.
I've never gone to trial feeling I was on shakier ground. Hobson can still tear Kim and Franny's stories apart. It was one lousy mistake, Margot. Are we going to throw away our marriage for that? we had was so special. I love you.
Stop it, Tom. Don't you understand that the trust is gone? It's broken. It can't be mended. And I can't risk being hurt that way again because I almost didn't survive it this time.
Oh, good morning, Mrs. Cruz.
Good morning, Dr. Samuels.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, but I've been running behind all morning.
Oh, that's okay, that's okay. I just wanted to get over to the courthouse before the trial started, that's all.
Oh, certainly. I saw Kim earlier.
You did? How was she?
Tense, frightened, naturally.
Oh, boy. I mean, to be going through a difficult pregnancy and then to have a murder trial on top of it. I don't know where she gets her strength.
Well, sometimes we don't know how strong we are until we're put to the test.
Oh, you're right. Speaking of tests, how did mine do? Am I okay?
I think so.
You think so? I mean, do those tests explain why I'm exhausted and not sleeping and stuff?
In a way. You're pregnant.
We would like to know exactly what's going on in the trial.
All right, get back.
Civil court. Would your glass cleaner clean lipstick off a mirror?
I don't think anything can get this off.
Try Glass Plus. Mrs. Cord has never used Glass Plus before.
I can't believe how well it really came off.
Now look at this greasy stove.
Icky.
Would you have used a glass cleaner on it?
No, I wouldn't have.
Try Glass Plus. It cleans more than glass.
This is great. I think it's terrific.
Glass Plus cleans glass.
Plus, a whole lot more.
Come to Kmart for Glidden Paint and get even more. A chance to win a vacation to London. Imagine Glidden spread satin and maybe a castle. Spread house paint and Big Ben. Just enter the Glidden Vacation Sweepstakes at Kmart, the saving place.
Playtex has a sale that's really got your style. You can save it on a way that'll make you smile. Special savings on selected styles in the Playtex summer sale. Catch the Playtex sale, and you can have the look you always wanted to see.
Monday, can Scarecrow and Mrs. King stop a second American Revolution?
So much is breathed in your history.
And on Kate and Allie.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
It's the surprise of a lifetime. Then on Newhart.
We heard about your impending nuptials.
What could go wrong when Dick and Joanna restate their vows?
I'm not sure, but I think that's bigamy. What the heck?
And on an all-new Cagney and Lacey, the shocking murder of a fellow police officer triggers a wave of panic and fear.
Snipers in the street await us. When am I going to feel safe again?
Monday.
Stay tuned for Capital. Next on most of these CBS stations. Menswear by Barney's New York. Accessories by R.J. Graziano. This is Dan Regent, inviting you to join us again Monday for As the World Turns.